What is lifetime value and why do you as a martial arts gym owner need to quantify it? Very common scenario for gym owners. You're running a gym, you're working your backside off, you might be working early mornings, late nights, lunchtimes, or all those things as well. You bring in a handful of members, you get to the end of the month, you think you've done a great job. Come the first of the month, you've lost all those members and you're exactly where you were at the start of the previous month. Very common scenario for gym owners, and it can be emotionally draining and quite a vicious cycle if you can't get out of it. Now, most gym owners focus on new members and getting people into their gym. However, the real money is made in recurring revenue businesses like a martial arts gym in keeping your members. It's not about how many you bring in, it's about how many you bring in and keep. So what does knowing your LTV actually help you do as a gym owner? It helps you understand each member's true value, justify your marketing spend, increase retention and profitability, make smarter pricing and scaling decisions, and motivate your staff. So what is LTV? So LTV is not how it sounds. It is not lifetime value. Just for the sake of this video, for the sake of your understanding, think of LTV as equal to lifetime gross profit. So here's how we figure it out. We take how much a member pays us during the lifetime of their membership. We deduct the cost of delivering that service to them, and then we are left with the net profit per member. So we're now going to go into an example gym scenario, and we're going to run through, quantify what LTV is, and then how to use that to improve their services. But firstly, we need some key definitions. So the first one is growth. What is growth? If we had 100 members at the start of the month, we finished the month, we had 8 extra members, that is 8% growth. Now, if in that same month, we lost some members, we call that churn. So if we had 100 members at the start of the month, we also lost 8 members, we had 8% churn. Now, finally, we want net growth. Net growth equals churn plus growth. In this case, 8% or plus 8 added to minus 8% churn equals 0% growth. So at this point, you're probably thinking, what is this going on about? How is this applied to the real world? So let's look in the example so that this all starts to make a lot more sense. So this example gym, they've got 100 members. They've got 8% growth per month. So they add 8 new members per month. They've got 8% churn per month, meaning they lose 8 members per month. They charge £100 per month for a membership. They have £5,000 fixed cost per month. So it costs them annually £60,000 to deliver the service that they deliver at this gym. That stays the same. So we're assuming for this gym in this example that they have space in their classes. They have all the coaches they needed. They won't need to add coaches to grow. They've got a big mat space. They've got everything they need. The only thing they don't have is members. And then we're gonna look at if we can add members in a scenario like this, just how much money this gym can make. So how do we calculate our LTV? So how do we take the figures that we just quantified and then put them in here to calculate the LTV? So the average member duration, how do we find that? We go 1 divided by our churn. Our current churn is 8%. So 1 divided by 8% equals 12.5 months. That is the average duration a member stays at this gym for. Gross LTV, we want to quantify how much money the member spends while they stay at this gym. 12.5 months times £100 equals £1,250. That's the average amount a member spends during their 12.5 months at this gym. Cost per member to run the gym. This is important. We have £5,000 per month fixed costs. We have 100 members. 5,000 divided by 100 equals £50 per month per member to deliver the service that this gym offers. We multiply that by the lifetime duration that this member's at the gym for, and we get £625 per member. So we make about £1,250 off a member on average. It costs us about £625 per member to deliver that service. £1,250 minus £625 equals £625 net lifetime value. Meaning for every new member, this gym makes £625 profit before taxes. So as previously outlined, if costs are fixed and this gym has room to grow into, if churn stays the same, the average member duration stays the same, The membership stays the same over the course of 1 year. So a year on, they've got the exact same amount of members. Their LTV stays the same and their net profit stays the same. They don't increase their net profit at all. If they do a really good job and they reduce their churn to 5%, the average member duration jumps all the way up to 20 months, 7.5 months more than when we're at 8% churn. At the end of a year, they have 191 members. The net lifetime value of a member is now £1,000, and there's a 105% increase in profits. If they did an amazing job and reduced it to 3%, even better. 33 months for the average membership duration, 286 members a year later, so 186 more members, £1,650 net LTV, so that is how much they make per member over the lifetime of that member, and a 286% increase in net profits. So it's all good and well for me to just talk about these numbers and say, look, it improved. What does it actually eventuate into? 8% churn, this business, before profits are taken, makes £60,000 over a 12-month period, right? If they just reduce that, now you imagine if they got 10 people in this gym, so 10% growth per month, and reduce churn to 5 or 3%. Just think about the exponential growth that could lead to for this gym. In conclusion, most gym owners think more sign-ups equals more money. But if you're losing members as fast as you gain them, then you're simply treading water. Some of the key takeaways I want you to think about are this. Fixing churn is more profitable than spending money on ads. To get new members in your gym, you need to invest time in marketing and spend money on ads. To keep your existing members will cost you nothing. If you know your LTV, you won't be guessing and you'll know how much you can safely spend on marketing. The lower your churn, the faster your gym will grow. Member experience directly impacts lifetime value. If your service sucks, people will leave. If you offer a better service and reduce your churn, people are going to see the inherent value in what you're offering, which in turn makes it easier to raise prices, at the very least raise prices to stay in line with inflation. As an entrepreneur, as a gym owner, just remember, do everything you can to reduce the things within your control that will dictate whether a person stays or leaves your gym. Life happens, martial arts are dangerous, injuries occur, people have babies, change jobs. There's many reasons why someone's going to leave your gym. You just don't want the reason that they're leaving to be because of something that is within your control. And if you do that, you will reduce churn as low as you possibly can. A good barometer or a good metric to keep in mind for gym owners or prospective gym owners out there is about 3 to 5% churn. So if you can get your churn within that area, it's pretty good. And if it's in that range, you're doing a good job. Anything below that, incredible. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you're above 5, then I'd be a little bit concerned, and then you need to take steps to reduce that. But go out there, do your best, and if you implement some of this stuff, even half of it, it's going to help you significantly scale your business.